Welcome to Chair Yoga for Calm with Altitude Adjustment Yoga. Come to sit on a sturdy chair, rooting your sits bones so that you can feel them on the surface beneath you. And then close your eyes and bring your hands gently to your thighs. Begin to breathe naturally, tracking your inhales and exhales out and in through your nose. Then begin to make your breath a little deeper by bringing your hands to your belly, and on your inhales, completely filling that belly up, gently pushing your hands out with your belly. And as you exhale, gently drawing the belly back toward the spine, maybe even away from the hands. Take a few of these deep inhales, breathing deeply into that full belly and gently exhaling as you pull the belly back toward the spine. Now bring your hands back to your thighs and return to your natural inhales and exhales, maybe noticing if they're just a bit deeper or slower than when you started. Flutter your eyes open and sweep your arms up and overhead, reaching gently up and then dropping your right arm down to the side as your left arm reaches up and over. Gaze can look under your arm, feeling a gentle side body stretch in the left side of your body. Reach the right arm back up and overhead, reaching both arms up and over, and then drop the left arm down to the side, feeling the right side body stretch as gaze looks under that right arm. Staying gentle with the body as we start this practice. Bring the left arm back up and overhead. And now bring both arms out in front of you, gently bending at the elbows as if you're holding a big beach ball, and rotate to the right, feeling a twist through your core, and back to center. And now take that beach ball over to the left. And back to center. Send the arms up and overhead, reaching as if you're climbing one of those old gym ropes, pulling yourself up side to side, feeling that deep stretch. Gaze can follow. And now drop the right arm once again to the side, reaching the left arm up and over, feeling a little bit deeper of a stretch in the side body this time. From here, reach the right arm up, gaze follows, and then drop the left arm down. Again, feeling that side body stretch a bit deeper this time than you did in the first round. Gaze goes up under the right arm, feeling it all the way from waistline to fingertips. Left arm comes back up and overhead, and then bring that big beach ball back out in front of you and gently twist to the right, feeling the twist from the lower left waist to the upper right rib, back to center, and then twisting over to the left. Really twisting from the core rather than from the shoulders. Arms go back up and overhead once again, deep stretch, and once again drop that right arm to the side, left arm overhead. You know what you should be feeling by now. Arms back up, drop the left arm, right arm up and overhead. Moving just a little bit quicker, send both arms up, gaze up, and then beach ball to the front, gently twisting to the right. Back to center, and then twist gently over to the left. Just noticing how your body is warming up. Come back to center, send the arms up and overhead, and then come to the edge of your seat, really planting the feet into the ground. And with a flat back, come gently over the thighs. Gaze down toward your mat so that your neck is nice and long and straight. And then drop hands to the floor, rounding the spine. Reach back up with a flat back, hovering the belly above the thighs. And then round through the upper back, drop the hands to the floor, melting over the thighs. Once again, reach up with a flat back, hovering the belly, and then drop the hands back to the floor. Round up through the spine, coming back up to seated. Lift the head last and roll the shoulders back once you find yourself at the top. Continue rolling your shoulders up to your ears and then back down your spine, getting a nice release in the shoulders and the upper back in between the shoulder blades. Maybe find your penguin arms here up at your ears and then drop it back down. Bring arms out to the side, reach them up and overhead. And then again, find the arms onto your thighs. Arms out to the side. And cross the right arm over the left. Palms come to meet, reach them up and overhead, and then pull them apart, maybe finding sparkle fingers as you come down. Arms back out to the side, left arm over right, palms meet. Send it up to the sky. Begin to bend the elbows, hands come apart, arms out to the side. We'll do this a few times. Right arm over left, palms meet. Arms up overhead, bend the elbows, hands come apart. This time bring hands down to the side. Send them back out straight to a T. Left over right, palms meet. Send them back up to the sky. Feel the stretch and then release the arms back down to the side. Reach the arms back out to a T, right hand over left, palms meet, send it up. Bend the elbows, sparkle fingers down to the side, out to a T, left hand over right, palms meet, arms up and overhead, and then separate the hands, arms can come out and down. We'll take a couple more of these. Right palm over left, up and overhead, bend the elbows, and hands down to the side. Arms out to a T, left palm over right, flip the hands so that palms meet, arms up and overhead, bend the elbows, arms down by the side. Send the arms back up and overhead. Climb that gym rope again, one arm at a time, as if you're going to climb to the top of the ceiling. And then float the arms back down to your thighs. Begin to round the spine deeply. And then pull through, chest forward, hands at the knees or top of shins. Round the spine, pull back. Extend the spine, chest forward, gaze up. So we're taking a few of these seated cat-cows here, moving with your breath. As you inhale, draw the chest and belly forward. And as you exhale, round the spine and pull the belly back. Bring the hands to the thighs, come up to seated, neutral spine here, and begin to drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Bring the right hand up and over, just gently resting it right above your ear to put a little more pressure, getting a little bit deeper into that left side of the neck. Drop the right arm down, and then drop the right chin to the right shoulder, getting a nice stretch into that side neck area. Then bring the chin down to the center of the chest and rise up. Bring the left ear to the left shoulder. And then left palm can come up to rest just above your ear, getting a little bit deeper into that stretch. Keep breathing. Release the hand down to the side and drop the chin down to the left shoulder, feeling it in that side neck. Chin sweeps down to the center of the chest, and then round the spine deeply. Head can go in between the knees, down toward the floor. Drop the hands, and then find a block beside you if you need it, to come up with a flat back, hands on the blocks, finding a straight spine here, and then once again rounding down. Round your back all the way back up to come up to seated. Spine tall, and if you used blocks, you can put them out of the way. Sit back on your seat, finding your sits bones rooted back onto the seat. And begin to pedal the feet out, bending at the toes from left to right. Getting the heel nice and high and just warming the feet up a little bit. Once again, bring the arms out to a T. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. And then as you raise the left heel, send the right palm to face the back of the room. And as you raise the right heel, send the left palm to face the back of the room. Just moving from side to side, getting a gentle rotation in the arms as well as the feet. From here, once again, begin to root down into the feet, lifting the right foot at a 90-degree angle all the way up, and then the left. Rotating the palms if that's calling to you, and kind of doing a march from side to side. Maybe you're starting to feel it in your psoas or your hip flexors. Keeping knees in line or just a bit higher than the hips as you move them up, whatever feels good for your body. And bring the arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, bring the hands to heart center, palms meet. Bring palms by the side. And once again, move any props out of the way that you're not using and come to a wide stance on your chair. So knees at 90-degree angles outside the chair legs. And once again, begin to flex the feet from side to side. Hands can be on your thighs or knees or hanging at the sides. Noticing how this move might feel different than it did as you were facing front. Send the arms up to the sky, and once again, drop the right arm. Gaze goes under the left as you reach up and over, really opening up in that side body. Arm goes back up. Drop the left arm down to the side. Reach the right arm up and over. Both arms reach back up. And then both heels come up at the same time. Flexing the toes, noticing how this feels. Coming up as high on those toe balls as you can. And then drop the arms down by the side. Send the right arm across the hip points. Left arm comes up and over, finding a little bit of a twist and deeper stretch here. Gaze under the left arm. And then left palm traces the hip points across the body. Right arm up and over, twisting and bending a little bit deeper than you did in the beginning. Palms come back to thighs with fingertips facing forward. Stance goes a little bit further out away from the chair as you begin to drop that right shoulder down to the center, and then left shoulder. Moving from side to side, once again, opening up the shoulders and the back, rooting down into the feet for stability. And if it's too much on your wrists, you can come up onto your fingertips on your thighs, taking a little bit of that pressure off, getting a little bit more height. And then come back to center, sending the arms up and overhead, and drop the hands to heart center, palms meet. Once again, dragging the right fingertips across the hip flexors, left arm up and overhead. Back to center, left palm traces the hip flexors, right arm up and overhead. Back to center, send the arms back out to the tops of your knees, and again dropping from right shoulder to left. Coming up on those spider fingers, those fingertips onto your thighs if that feels good. And just getting that deep stretch here, that deep release. Twists are really good for calming the body. One more to the left and right. And arms up and overhead. And kind of scoot your back down, really rounding it deeply. Bring that beach ball out in front of you with a rounded spine, wide legs, straight in the back. Rise back up, arms up overhead with straight back. Round the spine, arms out in front. Sweep forward with a flat back. Come up to rise. Taking a few of these at your own pace with your own breath. Exhale. Round the spine, and now come forward with a flat back, rounding the spine as you come up to sit. Forward with a flat back, arms out straight, round the spine and roll up, head comes up last. Come down with a flat back, round the spine, slowly come up. Head comes up, arms and gaze up overhead. And then palms meet above the head, hands meet in the chest at heart center. Bring the feet back to center and just shake them out a little bit. From here, root them down into the ground and bring the right ankle over the left knee. Shin is parallel to the front of the room. Right foot is fully flexed. Bring the arms up and overhead. Gaze can follow. And then bring the hands back to heart center once again. You can stay here. Or you can begin to fold forward, hinging at the hips, bringing one elbow to the knee, one elbow to the foot, getting a little bit deeper of a stretch. Gaze can follow down to the ground for a nice long neck. Breathe deeply and gently here. And if you want a little bit more, you can bend the left toes. Lower the left toes if you raised them, and begin to rise back up if you folded over. Send the arms up and overhead, and exhale the hands down to your hips, uncross the leg, and then pedal it out a little bit. Now bring the left ankle over the right knee, making sure that the left foot is flexed. The shin is parallel to the front of the room. Sweep the arms up and overhead, and exhale, hands to heart center. Again, the option to stay upright here or to hinge at the hips, fold forward, arms meet the leg. Gaze is long, so neck is long. Find some joy here. Breathe gently and deeply. And then round the spine, rise all the way back up to seated. Head comes up last. Sweep the arms up and overhead, and then hands can come down to the side. Uncross your leg, and once again, pedal out the feet. Send the right chin over the right shoulder, gaze over the right shoulder. Sweep the neck down to the center and then up and over the left shoulder. Chin parallel over the left shoulder. Sweep back to center and over the right. And back down to center and over the left shoulder. Continuing here, sweeping the chin down. And then rise back up. Right arm rises overhead. Chin is parallel to the floor, facing the front. Drop the right arm slowly down to the side. And then roll the left shoulder back. Bring the right arm back up and over. And back down to the side. So getting just a gentle movement in that shoulder, a gentle release in the arm. And now we'll move to the left side, making sure that chin is parallel to the floor and sweeping the left arm up to the sky and down to the floor. Moving as slowly or as quickly as feels good for you. And bring both palms back to the thighs. Close the eyes and take a deep breath. Gently flutter the eyes open, bring hands to the front of the knees, and again, we'll take a few cat-cows here, rounding the spine. As you drop the head, and then straightening the spine, round the shine the chest forward. And then return to a neutral spine. Make sure that your sits bones are on the chair, shoulders are lifted, and begin to raise that right leg and then left leg up and out. So sweep the right leg up and out to the side. Drag the foot on the floor back to center. Left leg up and out. Sweep the foot on the floor back to center. So moving from side to side with me or at your own pace, feeling it in the hips, maybe a little in the legs. And then reverse that movement, dragging the foot out and then sweeping it back up and over. Drag the right foot out on the floor, up and over. Left foot out, up and over. Staying rooted on the chair here. And just send the arms up and overhead. We'll take a few of these moves again. Right palm over left, arms up and overhead. Float the arms down. Arms out to a T, left over right, up and overhead. Separate the palms out to the side. Right over left, up and over, stretching, releasing. And then left over right, up and over, and release. Arms out to a T, cross them over so that your hands either cross over your shoulders, back